So far we've been talking mostly about money, but that's just one aspect of social position. We could also measure, for instance, your level of education, the level of education of your parents, your overall wealth, your prospects for future earning, your cultural capital. Do you have tastes that are considered high class versus low class? In some countries, there's more of a hereditary aristocracy. So one of the ways that psychologists try to get at this is, in addition to measuring all the objective things that we can about a person, we can also just ask people to make sense of it themselves and ask them, what is your subjective perception? How are you high class? Are you low class? How well off are you relative to other people? What's your subjective sense about how all of these things fit together? So it wasn't exactly this question, but we have data from how a very special person has reflected on their subjective social class, and that person is Victoria Beckham. So Victoria Beckham, if in case you don't know who she is a former Spice Girl, Posh Spice. She is the owner of a fashion line. She's married to David Beckham, who is one of the most famous and well-compensated soccer players in history. Football. And together they are the 19th, I believe, wealthiest people in the UK. So recently there was a Netflix documentary about the Beckhams in which Victoria was also asked about her subjective social position. So what did Posh Spice have to say? Let's go to that video now.
We're very working class.
Be honest.
I am being honest. I am being honest.
What time did your dad drive you to school in?
So my dad did.
No, one answer.
My dad.
What car was it?
All right, it's not a simple answer
What
because.
What did you get your dad to drive?
It depends.
No.
Okay,
What
in the
car?
80s, my dad had a Rolls Royce.
Thank you.
I love the nose twitch at the end, right? So I think this is a beautiful demonstration of one of the main weaknesses of subjective social class as a measurement, which is that people at every level of the wealth distribution tend to say that they are middle class or even working class. People are very hesitant to say that they're affluent or wealthy. So I'm curious what our class said. Sarah, do we have results about what our class thought of their social position as?
If you take a look at my computer, the findings really echo the main point that you made, Paige. Most of our students are indicating they're at about a 6, 7, 8. Fewer people are saying they were at the top or at the bottom of the spectrum.
What's so interesting about this is that you can give this survey to all different groups of people who differ in their advantage, and you still get that most people think of themselves as in the middle of the social position. And at the same time, when we look at the actual wealth, income, or occupational prestige in America, we're actually seeing the opposite trend. So sometimes people think of this as the hourglass effect, where more people are at the top or the bottom, and there's this kind of like hollowing out of the American middle class.